can't think as people do. The machine is different.
Being! What marvelous being! How gratifying! How gratifying!
It's very exciting for me to be here and share with you this film that is from my country. Colombia has a small film industry, and directors like Ciro Guerra are showing us like the development that Colombian film is reaching, and the sophistication from an aesthetic narrative and also cultural perspective point of view. It's reaching. So I hope you enjoy the film from all those points of view, and know that we don't have a big industry. We are not like Argentina or Brazil or Mexico. So this is a great thing that Ciro Guerra has been, with this movie, nominated for an Oscar, and also has been awarded with many awards from different festivals, including the Art Cinema Award in Cannes Festival. So if you see, this is the Art Cinema Award, and that takes us to the like aesthetic, visual, and also like sensorial part of the film. So this film is a film about the Amazon, we already know, and it's a film about indigenous communities in the Colombian Amazon, more precisely. But also it's a film of amazing beauty. And every photogram, every little part of this film is so visually beautiful. And I always ask myself when I watch the movie in Colombia, why is it so beautiful? What is Ciro Guerra trying to tell us about the jungle by showing it in that way? Like, it's ridiculously beautiful. Like every part of the movie is like a painting. And then he adds the sound of nature, the voices in different languages, and then he adds a lot of texture, and he works with black and white. So you are like experiencing the trip that the main characters take through the jungle, through the river, the Serpent, the river, with them. But I think later we can talk a little more about that. Why does he make it so beautiful? I would like you to think about that, okay? And okay, one thing is that I would like to highlight a couple of things. First, that this is Ciro Guerra's third feature film, and as his previous movies, The Wind Journeys from 2009 and The Wandering Shadow from 2004, this one is based on a journey through remote territories, which keep a close relationship to subjects, communities, and practices that are about to disappear, or that are already extinct from our national cultural map. Okay, this is I'm seeing this movie from a Colombian perspective, and that's what we can feel when we watch it. And in this case, Ciro Guerra takes us to the Colombian Amazon jungle on a trip along the river, to places where indigenous communities such as the Ticuna, Cubeo, Huitoto, and Ocaina used to live. They're still there, but they were huge communities. Now, like, if you count all the people of the communities living there, are only like 80,000, when they used to be, I don't know, like maybe 5 or 10 times that amount. And something else I would like to say is that the movie takes place in a moment where knowledge held by indigenous people, knowledge about nature and about shamanism, about cosmology and other things, is about to disappear. But this is a fictional moment. This is how Ciro Guerra imagines this moment. So he puts the whole thing together. But so, from my point of view, you are not going to watch what the Amazon is. It is maybe what the Amazon was at some point, but mostly it is a re-fictionalization of the Amazon that at least tries to put the indigenous people in the center and not there on the side, like somebody, like people who didn't know anything or who were savages or things like that. So we are not seeing a documentary, we're watching a fiction movie, okay? And the last thing I would like to say is that you are like the characters, the indigenous people you're going to see playing the indigenous, the main characters are indigenous people from the Amazon. They are unprofessional actors. There was a huge casting process in the communities I just mentioned. And so we are seeing people who work in the Amazon, who have lived their whole lives there, who were never actors, and who are trying to really integrate with with the culture that this filmmaker is trying to bring to them. So we are seeing that cultural exchange in the movie and out of the movie. And well, I think we can talk later about that use of actors. Okay, so now Pili.
Go ahead. Okay, thank you. So I'm a linguist. I'm not going to speak, the way Nina speaks about the film. It's more like I'll be talking.
Speak
about
in the microphone, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I was surprised to see how many different languages are actually spoken in the movie, and that's not very common, especially when you see like 4 indigenous languages of Denmark, because some are being spoken in film. That's also very unusual. So in the movie there are like at least 8 or 9 languages, right? That have the people speak. And some of them are the well-known Indo-European languages, right? Like Portuguese, Spanish, Catalan. I was going to say French. There's no French involved. There's German and some English. But in addition to those languages, we will hear 4 indigenous languages spoken in the Colombian Amazon. And some of them are actually endangered, very endangered, like highly endangered languages, so they are about to disappear if we do nothing about it. So that's one of the roles of linguists, right, to try to preserve, document, right, and revive these languages. So I'll just give you the names of the languages and then tell you just a little bit about each of them. So one of the languages is the Cubeo, and then the Wanano language, the Ticuna, and the Huitoto language. The main character, the shaman, his native language is the Huitoto language, but he's able to speak some of the other languages. So during the filming, he actually translated for everybody working in the film. So he was speaking Ticuna and Cubeo, and also some English, actually. So, like, people were able to communicate with each other because, like, these languages are not mutually intelligible. So, and also, of course, English, which was the language of most people involved in the production, right, of the film. So, they needed somebody, right, to communicate, to make communication possible among them. So Nilvio Torres Vargas, one of the actors, also the Karamaticate, so that's the shaman. When he was young, he speaks Cubeo, that's his native language. But the old shaman, he speaks Huitoto. So there are 2 different actors, right?
But as well as kind of a cosmology or a worldview that encompasses many different things, even though most of us tend to focus on the forms, it does show some of the interconnections. And there are some interesting points in this. For example, the linguists, the different languages are very common in this area, partly because they're what's called exogamous. You're to marry outside your language group. So some of these, there's a number of anthropological themes in this that we can talk about later. But I draw attention to kind of those ones just to get us started with the movie.